We're live. Hey! All right, it actually works. Holy cow. All right.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, well, let me get situated here. Can we put our thing on?
Yeah,
on
we're
here
going to
so
put
I
it
can
on
see?
there.
Heck yeah. All right, guys, welcome to The Spin. It is the day before the CrossFit Games 2024. We're live from the CrossFit Experience in Vendor Village at Dickies Arena. On our left, Mr. JY Barbell himself, John Young.
Where am I looking at? There we go. The camera.
Look right there.
All
Right
right.
there, John.
What's up, guys?
What do I do with my hands? Then you got myself. And then Mr. Heat 1, Tyler Watkins, right there in the middle, wearing an Airwave shirt.
Our proud sponsors from Airwave. These are fantastic shirts, by the way. I dig the green.
Hugs the body just nice, too.
It is. It's one of those comfort color shirts, so you think it'd be super baggy, like, you know, Bryson style, but it's not. It's just right.
There you go. More closer to Hiller style
Yeah, it's Hiller style.
for a reference.
And then on the far left or far right, Travis
Mr. Bro.
Bro?
It's a pleasure to be here.
It is bro, right?
It's bro. It's bro.
It's bro.
Bro.
French-Canadian pronunciation.
He is the Canadian Homer. All of his picks in the North America East semifinal were from Canada.
Are you looking for barbell spin?
That didn't go so well for me.
All right. Well, this is our pilot episode of being here live in Vendor Village. Hopefully the sound is good. So in the comments, if you if it sounds all right, let us know.
There, Jesus.
All right.
There we go.
God.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
That's kind of disorienting, actually.
Oh, there's a bit of a delay. There's a bit of a delay.
Got big Travis.
Let's see.
Sorry, Tyler. Am I out-angling you? Guys, I'll tell you, this is my first time meeting John in person this week here. He's twice as wide in person as he appears
is,
on
isn't he?
the screen.
You're actually much bigger than I thought you would be in
Yeah,
person.
I think Travis
Oh,
is
yeah, I
big.
appreciate that.
I thought you were going to be kind of a pipsqueak.
Yeah, a
and
bit of
then I met him. I was like, oh, son of a bitch, he's thick.
Does the voice say that
Yeah.
maybe led to that?
Yeah, the
All right.
voice. Yeah, the voice got you.
Someone's saying my mic is a little too quiet. I don't know. Hopefully
Actually,
it gets better.
Let us know
That's just your voice, Brian.
what it does
fine.
sound like, because we need to make corrections for this for tomorrow.
Brian, you can probably just move your mic close. You look like you got
Just-
your mic far away.
Yeah.
How close? Like in my
Tip
mouth?
of the lips.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Little bit different show. We don't have notes on there on the side, but we're going to walk through what's going on with the games and what we'll be doing. So first, we can't leave you guys down. Viewer comments. Just a couple of them this time. First one from ND4610. Tyler, would love if you did a whole episode on why you don't think the cuts are a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because I agree with you. I think it would be super interesting to hear your thoughts on it.
There's about 4 of those episodes that already exist. And they
right.
all cumulatively have 2 views.
Well, we're just trying to get the unknown to stop by and maybe
Oh, that's true.
get into
Dear
the cuts.
Unknown, if you're here and you swing by, I won't tell anyone who you are. Just, like, corner me.
I think you should do it deceptively, though. I think you should be like, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'm nobody. You don't know me," or just something like that. And
Yeah.
that's he told us, and without us knowing.
And then, like, we realize as he walks away, and it's like, he's the one. And then it's...
Yeah. Yeah, we've done a lot of that. I think we'll definitely be talking about the cuts a lot the next couple days. I mean,
Yeah.
cut down to 30 after 7 events.
Listen, it is more exciting. I don't like it when you're talking about the test of the fittest, when you're trying to find the fittest person on earth. But when you're creating a show, I almost would say they're mandatory.
Yeah.
So I like the cuts this year.
They're the best storyline in the first couple days, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's
We're gonna. I mean,
biggest
like we
storyline.
will hugely focus in. Probably a bunch of our bets will be on who's gonna get cut. So
Right.
yeah, it drives a ton of interaction.
John, walk through all of your picks on Savon last night. You didn't really have
all of
any.
them?
Yeah, all of them. All 79 of them. You didn't have any upsets, I guess you would say.
What are
And-
you laughing at?
Just Sevon reading through those names. How
Oh.
can you?
Yeah.
Like just waiting for you to say
Yeah.
something about backing it up.
I think Brookwell's at 10 is a bit of a surprise for some people. I think obviously Hatfield is a surprise for some people. Justin Medeiros at 6 upsetted a lot of people. So, I mean, no, I don't have any huge upsets in the top 10.
But not even in the bottom 10. Like, you don't have anybody that's like, you don't have a Jason Hopper. You're not calling anybody that's going to just
Did anybody have a Jason Hopper last year?
in the bottom 10.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But is there, if you're going to look around.
I'm going to say Guy Malheiros is going to be the shock if somebody does badly.
Guy and Danny.
Guy and Danny. Yeah, the programming it's just not looking good for those guys. And if they both make it, they'll get the home run. They both get the home run they've been craving the second they make that first cut, which is kind of nice.
Right.
They've earned that clean ladder.
Right.
And they should get 100 points if they make it there. But, yeah, those two would be the two that I think are going to struggle big time in the first 2 days.
Travis, anybody on your end you think? I mean, Danny and Guy, I think we've all kind of
That have the ability to be
they have
good.
They have to have a really good first 7 events to, I think, maybe shine the rest of the way.
Yeah, I was gonna.
For themselves, not in general, but for themselves to execute it their
Yeah.
their best ability.
Yeah, my biggest one was Danny. We were talking about that earlier. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else right now. It's not going to make it. First cut. Honestly, when you look at the women's leaderboard this year, like the bottom 20 is like a lot of like, who is this? So it's kind of
It becomes
it's
more
hard to
difficult.
pick anybody that's like, oh wow, it's going to be shocking. They're not going to make it because there's so many rookies. So
Sure.
it's hard to like it's hard to say that many of those girls are a lock. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel, especially on the women's side.
We're high on Gracie. We're high on Austin.
John, I do want to say that.
Say it.
I think I hinted to it last night, but like, I think Grace. How weird did it feel to put Grace that high? Because I think it's very uncharacteristic. I don't think you've really talked about how uncharacteristic it is of you to put Gracie that high, because she has no proof.
I don't know. She won Torian, and I have Manny Sturt 2 spots behind her, and nobody thinks that's out of place.
Yeah, but Maddie's proven. I just think it's funny because you're
is
usually
is Maddie
she?
proven?
Is she?
What do you mean by that?
exactly. How do you define it? I just like usually you like more proof.
I agree. And Gracie's one of the ones that I think, like, if she got 22nd at the end of the weekend, and it wouldn't shock me, and I just had her too high. Like, I definitely could see her finishing lower. I'm not near
Your
as confident.
tolerance is plus or minus 10.
Yeah. Well, I'm not near as confident of her 15th as I am Hatfield's 10th, and people think I'm nuts on Hatfield's 10th.
And you're
I-
confident.
And I'm not near as confident with Grace's 15th.
John, let me ask you this. You're so high on Hatfield. Is 10th his ceiling, you think? Like, is that you putting him as high as you think he can go?
This is a short joke.
Hey, word on the street is he's taller.
That's a great question. I think honestly, I think he has the ability to finish higher than 10th, but that's asking so much.
You've
Like,
already staked a lot of your credibility with this 10th place pick.
Well,
you throwing him up ahead of some of those guys in the top 10. They're all hitters, man. You put
no,
him above
I'm
Lazar?
not going to call it. I'm not going to say he's going to be better than Lazar at all. But I think his ability is that good. Yes, I don't think that will happen. I mean, I think it's pretty wild. I have him as high as I have him. Ideally, he probably finishes more around 15th, and my heart wants him to do better.
Hoping a little bit.
And I am picking him what I think his ceiling is, but his ability is higher than 10th place. It's just do that as a rookie at the games. I can't see higher than 10th.
We talked a little bit earlier today about his history execution. Maybe that's why you've got him at a 10, and you're saying that his ability is higher. But
Sure.
as a rookie, maybe
Yeah.
he's going to make some mistakes. That,
Like I think his perfect of perfect runs is higher than 10. I think
Sure.
his 10th place for me is built-in mistakes, and that's his highest placement with the rookie, with coming out too hot in a couple events or just stuff like that.
Yeah. Rookie mistakes.
And then 15th is probably more realistic, like where he actually probably will finish.
Another rookie, Victor Hofer. You have him in the mid-20s,
There's a lot of running in the first 7 events.
but I don't think it's shaping up to be the best for him. I mean,
No. Oh, you think he's going to finish much lower than that? Are you talking about missing the first cut?
I think he's more after seeing the 6 of the first 7 events.
I think Amanda alone will make him past the first cut.
Just that one. will
Just
get him
that
through it.
workout, yeah. I'll put it like this. If Danny or Guy had the clean ladder before the first cut, I would have no doubt at all that they would make the first cut.
But you're saying Guy and Danny are going to finish top 3, top 5 at the worst in that event Like, how far down can Victor fall in Amanda 45?
Top 10.
Top 10, he's good?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, I get what you're saying because, man, a lot of those bottom 10 people are sticking around the bottom 10. So if you get like one home run here before the first cut, like, yeah, you can get in pretty
You're pretty
comfortably. But
golden.
I don't know. I wouldn't say like a 9th place in Amanda's a home run.
No,
especially
I
bottom.
wouldn't either. He's saying how far could.
Yeah.
What's his
And
worst
he's
finish
still
in
gonna get
Amanda
in.
45?
I just think he needs a home run, and I
Well,
wouldn't
I
say
think he'll
a
do
9th
better
place.
than top 10.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Did you talk about the Victor rumors last night about him being injured?
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say something.
What are you going to say?
Yeah, there's rumors he's pretty bad injured. He's been injured for the entire training season
With
for
what?
the games.
what's injured?
Like something in his knee or his leg or something like
You
that.
don't need that for ring muscle ups.
Not in that, but like it sure as shit is important in the other
It
stuff.
might help on the squat snatch.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He'll get through that first cut with a rando low, and then he's done.
Well,
and then he's done.
Say it's his knee or whatever, like, and he's toned back training. Like, is he dead in the water?
No, I don't think so.
I guess if it's a knee or leg injury, then maybe he's not hammering like any heavy weights or crazy volume on it. But I don't know, maybe he's just been grinding some machines. So his
I think he's been
Cardio's
grinding
there
some
for some running?
sledgehammers. Dude, I think Victor Hofer's been a sledgehammering fool. So we just don't know it.
It's a regular piece I use
he's a
in my
laborer.
training.
He's a laborer part time.
Hoffing that sledge, man.
Vi, he talked about his injury in his interview with Dave. So
Oh, yeah,
there must
there
be
you go.
some truth to that.
No, not a rumor.
So do you think I have him too high when I have him 25th?
I think we all thought that event 2 was going to be some very gymnasticsy work. Like, I thought it was going to be handstand walks.
I think event 5 will be handstand walk.
If that's the case, then I think you probably have it nailed.
And I almost feel very confident about that. You think about it, there's a 90-minute slot for event 5. That's really short for minute
Yeah,
limit.
it's a sprinting
If
test.
that's
or
10 minutes, that's 10 minutes for each heat, 40 minutes, 10-minute intermission, another 40 minutes. That's a handstand walk workout.
That's
through
like
and
a
through.
5 or 6 minute workout.
Right, with
yeah.
the transit. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a handstand walk workout all day. And I feel, Dave might show me up, but I feel confident that that's a handstand walk workout.
Think we could see the triple unders in that workout with the handstand walking?
I don't
Like a smaller volume of them, right?
I mean,
maybe.
that
I'm not
combination
gonna
is
say that
brutal.
We're going to, but maybe.
Yeah. Seems like it could fit.
I like that.
I heard rumors that Sam Cornoyer was not feeling well.
I also heard he had a ridiculous fever yesterday.
His fever was the temperature that it was outside.
That'd be 104.
Yeah.
He's a chameleon, man. He just gets his
I
heat
think
from-
Travis is
cold-blooded.
that 41?
Yeah, 41, 42.
There we go.
I can confirm, guys, as a
Trav-
Canadian, it's hot as all hell
Travis-
down here.
Travis goes,
I'm barely
I've
hanging
never
in.
seen 41 degrees.
Honest to God, it's something else down here. Now, I will say on the heat topic that in the mornings when the run swim is and at night at Farrington Field, it's actually not that bad.
It's bearable.
It's bearable. It's still extremely
still
hot,
very
but
hot.
And that's coming from a Canadian.
that's coming, yeah.
I also want to
Don't be
add to
Canadian.
the heat topic. If you haven't, go download Heat 1 and make your
right.
picks. We got $10,000 up for grabs in the main league, the Shot Caller League, and then we've partnered with Proven on this. They're giving away $1,500 and extra entries into their grand prize giveaway for $5,000 in prizes, but $1,500
Might be. No.
Find out. If you're in the comments, hopefully you're still around. Travis, thank you. Not Travis. Travis Bellinghausen, thank you. Together. Are you still there? Can you hear me?
Were we live the whole time?
Oh, shit.
No. There we go. I
Can
think
you
we're
hear me,
good.
Fort Worth?
No shit. The
Let's
stream
see.
just kept going.
Yeah, the stream will keep going. It's just they'll
Yeah.
see nothing.
Oh, okay.
They
okay.
heard everything.
Barclay's giving
No.
us the thumbs up, guys.
Very choppy.
Why are you getting so nervous, John?
Yeah. So
We talked about some pretty private stuff.
we paid for some internet, and the internets went down. Not our fault.
No,
So-
they're having a whole problem.
So
I've never heard a louder fucking ladder in my life.
Hey!
keep it down. Keep it down.
live show over here.
So bear with us. Maybe internet will come back, and we'll have better internet. I don't know.
We're trying.
I don't think that one works, Barkley, because everything is down.
We'll have to
outside
just
of
re-up
everything.
it. Re-up it.
So,
Yeah.
where did we leave? We left off at Victor Hofer sucking,
Uh-huh.
and then Sam Cornway
Oh.
Doing
41.
his normal games performance.
That guy can't catch a
104?
break, man.
So I heard he went to the ER.
That's not good.
Yeah.
It's
That's-
free. It's free in Canada. People abuse that shit. So it doesn't say much.
Might as well go. It is not free here at all.
It is probably just looking for a free turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Hey, let me go to the
Why does
commissary.
something always happen?
Quality is
to Samuel
bad.
Cornway?
Quality is bad. Well,
Hey, if you can you hear us, Barkley?
Hey.
Okay. Well, you just can't see us. That's probably better off for
did you
everybody.
guys hear my Heat 1 pitch at all, or did that go out right when I was doing it?
Yes, it was
And speaking of heat,
gone. Gone. Let us know when the internet comes back on.
Somebody's just standing over the line. They didn't hear it? Oh, okay,
Here
good.
we go. Audio is fine. Video is grainy.
All right, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
So, who went to the ER? That was
Sam Conroy.
Cornway. That would be one that's
How do you say it, Travis?
Cornway.
Cornway.
yeah.
Cornway?
Cornway.
I thought we've been screwing
I
it.
think.
Corn.
You sure it's not cornier?
Corner.
Cornoyer.
Samuel Cornea?
Corny.
Honestly, I'm not even sure. Cornway sounds
But
right.
seriously, every time.
He didn't even get to swallow the dirty lake water this time.
I won't say what John said in the
Thunderbolt,
thread,
baby.
but I was right there with you. Like, come on, bro. Like, it
I
sucks.
didn't
I'm
say
sure
anything bad. You made that sound like I said something
He says
bad.
terrible things in
I-
the thread.
I'm the most calm person in that thread.
I don't know about that.
So yeah, if he has a fever and it's that serious, and he does compete, I would put him down there in the bottom 10 at that
Oh,
point.
for sure. And man, as a
Wow.
in all seriousness, like as him being a Canadian and then this heat,
Yeah.
He's
having a
dying.
fever, like he's toast.
He's
Yeah.
been in
He's
done,
been training
like,
with
Thanksgiving
Mayhem,
dinner.
though. He's been
Yeah.
in
down here,
Cookville.
but still.
and Cookville. He's
Tennessee gets hot, too.
Yeah, but I just yeah.
I would say though, like maybe he has a Michael Jordan flu game.
He only had one game. There's 15 of them. There are 13, 12,
He only
whatever
needs to make it
is.
through the first day. Hopefully, he burns it
Yeah.
out of his system by the second day.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you, Sam. I like you. I really am rooting for him. I like Sam. I've for years wanted to know what he's really capable of at the highest level, and I feel like something gets in the way every time. I want this to work out for him, and he's still registered, which is like pretty ballsy to me.
He's probably hoping it clears, right?
Yeah.
I really do. I feel bad for him, but it's just expected. like, I don't know what to think about Sam. Like, I agree with you. I think Sam is super fit and super capable, and he never gets to show it. But it's still, it's happening to him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't.
Every time.
So today, event 2 was
Oh,
announced.
dude, I'm so pumped. I'm
Hammer
so
down.
hammered up
Uh,
for this event.
are you?
Yeah.
4 rounds of road construct for time.
Dude, I'm ready.
Hammer down 4 rounds for time, 50 hammer strikes with a 20-pound sledgehammer for the men, 16 for the women, 14 sandbag throws, and then walk over the tire. It's a 70-pound sandbag for the men, 70 for the women, and then 5
100-pound.
tire,
100 for the men.
100 for the men, 70 for the women, and 5 tire flips.
Tires same weight.
Yeah. You like this one, John?
No, I think
He
it's
loves it.
the most. I think it's the most retarded event I've ever seen at the games.
What?
I
Even
think-
worse than the.
I think. Oh, the other sledgehammer event. Yeah, yeah. They want to make this sledgehammer thing happen so badly.
This
think
is
you can-
better than that sledgehammer
I think
event.
you can just
No,
pull up
a little bit.
all
it
the
is not.
sledgehammer events. You pull them all up, and they're all trash. They're all like the worst events ever.
Yeah, this.
Every single sledgehammer event is just terrible.
We should do a.
As someone who grew up chopping wood, I
You know who else grew up chopping wood?
Who?
Austin Hatfield.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I appreciate
This is not chopping wood at all.
Go ahead, Tyler.
I appreciate the sentiment of putting the hammer in.
I don't like when you can't like measure.
You can't measure it.
fitness. You know what I mean? And you can't.
But it is analogous to ski erg, right? It's essentially going to feel the same.
I would
It-
rather
it's-
them ski.
You'd rather than ski,
Yeah.
just because it's measurable.
Yeah.
You can. Do
I don't think
whatever
it's.
you
I
want.
think it's the opposite of a skier. Like you're picking it up
Yeah.
and then you're just dropping it.
No.
Like,
I-
did
I
you
mean,
watch
like,
Colton do it?
And I
Like-
think it's just all. I think it's big range of motion. I think the shorter people would do the sledgehammer faster.
Oh yeah, Colton
Yeah.
was flying
yeah,
through
and
it.
I think it's
I
just.
imagine he's also decent with a sledgehammer.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's who raises it up the fastest, and then you just let it fall. And then if
Yeah,
you raise
how you
it up fast, I don't think going down fast at all will do anything. I think you're just
No.
wasting energy.
No.
Not
yeah.
at all.
And then
yeah.
across 200 reps of that, it's just who can do that the fastest.
And I think who's doing it the fastest, range of motion's big, but it's going to come down to like who's skirting the standard, whose judges
Right,
like
and I
it's a
hate
new
it
movement,
when it's
right?
who's
So there's
skirting
gonna,
the standard.
Actually-
best.
but it's going to be Georgie Sanchez who can get away with what they can get away with. I
That's a
think,
good point.
right?
Are you allowed to choke up?
You just have to have the sledgehammer over your head. The
Yeah.
sledge has to be over your head.
Do you have to stand up? Does it-
No, you don't.
We didn't see hip extension wasn't
No.
required. So then
It's the
what's
sledgehammer
preventing
just has to
someone
be
from
over
just
your
doing this?
Right.
In all
Switching
seriousness, if
hands.
that's not a standard, like just
You have to
pulling
switch
over your
hands.
head.
The hips
Yeah.
must be locked out at some point during the range of motion. I don't know if that's true, but it should be true.
It should be true. You're absolutely
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think to use a hammer, you got to be like hitting something, right? Like that's
have to move it.
something that
You'd have to move it.
something that you get rewarded for putting more
I
juice
thought
into
they
that
were going to
sucker.
have to like try to move the tire with it. I would rather them get like a less weighted tire. Think about it, a less weighted tire, and then you just have to swing that thing like a baseball bat, and then move the tire down the row.
Sweaty hands swinging a sledgehammer 2 feet
Oh, yeah,
from a
you
judge's
know,
head. That
you
sounds
gotta-
smart.
They tried
Somebody's
that
getting
with
decapitated.
the what was
Assault
that
banger.
called?
The
But
assault
now
banger,
don't give me
yeah.
a little rubber mallet. I'm talking like let's go to work. And
This
then,
is
and then
a-
the people who have chopped wood before, they actually do have an advantage.
Barkley, is this the heaviest sledge we've ever seen? Yes. Oh, thank you, Barkley. Shut up.
Barclay Dale said it.
I just got a
Yes.
notification from Heat 1. Event 1 starts in 12 hours. Guys.
12 hours.
12 hours.
Oh.
And I
so,
feel totally energy ready for it.
Adam is ready to go, guys. He said burn the server down. He's
Yeah.
ready.
I like the assault banger better if you could keep them from dragging it, right? Like if you kept their feet in front of the box, right? Like
Yeah,
that workout was actually good. It's just when Noah and others started dragging that thing.
Hey, there's no penalty for
The
it.
thing-
What are you
like,
gonna do?
The assault banger, I at least got it.
Right.
I'm like that. I think I'm like this is kind of a stupid event, but but I get it.
Right.
I'm not angry at it.
So Dave should call you every time. John, you get this?
I'm
You
like,
understand
is this retarded or not?
They should have been hitting it like from
A
the
side
from
angle?
the side, right? And then
Yeah.
just kind of whack it around that way.
Yeah, when I first heard Sledgehammer, because I had heard it before I saw the video. The first thing I thought is like, how are you even going to judge this? And then I went and saw it, and it was again, it's literally just picking up a 20-pound sledgehammer and dropping it and slipping. Where does this? I mean, is it just a tire flip?
It's just
and a
to tire
sandbag?
you out. It's just to tire
No,
you out.
I think it's ironically enough, and I don't like this at all. I think whoever does the sledgehammer part the fastest, that's going to correlate to who wins the event. Like
Are
how,
you
and how you're
serious?
placing 200 reps, and look, you saw how much faster Colton was doing that
Oh,
than
so
Trista.
if you go a quarter of a second
Yeah.
on each rep, yeah.
And you have to think how much faster Colton was doing that than Trista. And I get it, it's Colton and it's Trista, but it made such a big difference across one round. You know what I mean? And I sure people can make up ground on the other spots if they're faster, sure. But across 200 reps, I bet there's a strong correlate in how you finish in this event and your sledgehammer time split.
Well,
You know what I mean?
that's not a crazy take considering that your sledgehammer's like
No,
half
I
your
hate
time
that,
during
though.
the workout.
I hate that,
It's like
though.
half your
It's
time
like the
during the
most
workout.
stupid part of the workout.
Yeah,
That's going
okay.
to be the difference of the workout.
I think there's still a lot of importance on the sandbag and getting over quickly. You know,
I think it'll be negligible.
being sure-footed over that tire. I think somebody's
Yeah.
going to step in the middle of that thing and go down.
Especially
Would you
for
be
the
able to
men,
share that?
I think
What's
it'll be
that?
negligible.
Yeah.
I think the women being athletic helps
He
a lot
said-
for the women.
Yeah, we're going to see some goofy women.
I want to go.
Texas.
I don't know if I have enough.
Our
internet to get
updates
that.
are getting to the athletes.
Yeah. Yeah. Got some comments here. Big John Young.
What's
Who
up?
is the guy on the right?
BJY?
Yeah, big. The different
There's a,
BJ.
good, there's a couple.
There's a few alter egos.
Big
Uh,
and
Who is the guy on the right? Travis Bro.
Travis Bro, token Canadian. Have we? I know we've talked about it maybe on Instagram,
About
Brian,
it?
but like
We have talked a little about it.
The little boot.
spin cast. Do you want to maybe, while people are on?
Yeah. So you filled in when I was out at Yellowstone back during semifinals, and then you and John went and did the spin cast. And basically, if you look at the live shows out on YouTube right now, you'll see there's 26 more shows between tomorrow morning and Sunday night. 11 of those are Spincast watch parties. And so the crew will be here tomorrow live during every single individual event. And they will be doing some commentary, doing some live bets, basically making the commentary a little bit more fun than the standard commentary.
Yeah, it's
So-
kind of.
Yeah, they're not fun. We're gonna be fun. So it's live commentary, guys, during the event.
Yeah, Chase is trash. Tell him, Travis.
Chase Ingram of Texas. Yeah, we're gonna be doing our own commentary. We're the official alternate commentary. I guess we're probably the only one, but that makes us the official one.
The official alternate commentary of this booth.
Yeah,
That's right.
of booth 146.
Yeah.
So you need two streams open. So you'll need 2 windows on your computer or your phone or your computer, whatever you want to do. Mute the main stream, play us. That's what a lot of people did during semifinals. We had some good feedback. It was fun. We're gonna have a ton of fun here.
You had a great call with Colton
Yeah,
on the snatch
yep.
ladder.
You really earned your
People
stripes
forget,
that
man.
day,
People
Travis.
forget,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
why you're
Sevon
here.
Just
loved
needed one
his
look.
voice so
Yeah.
much that he was like, guys, you have to bring him back
Yeah.
for the game.
If anyone watches Sevon, I'm the high voice filter.
Wad Zombie, $1.99. John looks small next to Spin.
You know, Spin's a big guy.
Spins tall.
I am tall. I am not
Spin's
big.
like 6'1",
Spin's a freak, guys.
220.
Seeing him in person, he's a freak.
I'm a bigger guy. Not as strong as John. Lynn, our audio is choppy. Our video is even choppier.
We're doing our best, Lynn. Thank you.
We we are battling several elements. First of all, the flies are a nightmare.
The fly thing is crazy.
Guys, listen. We have a plan. There's a trash can right by our booth. Between us,
We're gonna migrate it across the whole
I'm
facility.
definitely gonna move this trash can early in the morning and not tell anybody.
Like,
and that's what we're gonna do for the flies.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I'm gonna move it over there by the hard work pays off booth, and then that's just what's gonna happen. And
Literally.
If you have to throw away your trash, just go over there. Not.
I think
not here.
every night we leave, because we're gonna leave later than most people. We should
Yes.
just put it in a different booth each night.
okay, different move. One time, the hard work pays off, and then proven. I'm just gonna pick all the athletes.
It's like dog shit in a bag on your front porch.
We're like the only booth with no food too. Why are
Yeah, why are we doing?
Who's
Why
bringing
are
the
we sitting
flies?
here?
who's bringing the
That
flies?
is funny. It's like there's a no food rule, and we're still stuck with all the flies.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe if we
Exactly.
brought in food, they would be on the food and not us.
Yeah. So Lynn, unfortunately, we took down the internet and the live TV feed that we have. Basically, we're running off my iPhone right now.
I feel like they're
no.
getting worse.
The flies. Yeah.
It's like they're freaking multiplying right
The
now.
flies are listening to the stream. Get to booth 146.
Miss Young, I'd rather see a softball toss.
I would too.
Yeah. Yeah, me
It's-
too.
More
God.
interesting.
I don't hate it.
If it
I
was part
really
of the skills
let's
and that was
talk
50
about.
points.
Be positive, John.
Go ahead.
I really like the sandbag part and the tire flip.
So what we said earlier, here's like an easy fix, similar stimulus or whatever, just ground overhead with the sandbag.
Why not
Yeah.
throw it? Taylor threw it a couple
no,
weeks ago.
Do like
Well, they are
20,
throwing it.
20 ground to overhead, 15 sandbag over the tire.
Or just over the shoulder.
5 tire flips.
So over the shoulder's easier.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want. And because we were saying the sledgehammer is like a slam ball, right? So like if you just do a ground to overhead with the sandbag, the standards you got to lock out your elbows over your head, and then just drop it, or over the shoulder. Doesn't matter. But 20 of those, 15 jumped over the tires, and then 5 flips.
Yeah.
4 rounds. That's a grind work all day workout. A solid workout. I think everybody would love the workout. Instead, you want to be creative.
I'm
Wh-
clipping.
What,
and
what
do
about
the
the carnival sledgehammer with like the bell? Like you got to hit the sledgehammer and it has to hit the
Hey,
bell
now,
20 times.
I have not met one that I couldn't ring the bell. Just saying.
Well,
Shocker.
Yeah,
I've
but I
never
mean,
done that.
if you could make it so
Are
it's
you,
not.
are you scared? Are you scared that you aren't going to make it? Or
No,
are
I
you
think I
scared
would
that-
make it. Yeah.
The first time I did it, Leslie was with me, and I was like, I think I could make it, but I was nervous. I was nervous that I wasn't going to. And then it like hit it, no problem. I was like, oh, this is the easiest thing in the world.
Guys, I got to interject here for a second. So I went to the gym with John this morning, 7:30 in the morning, and you'll never guess what he did and what he wanted to do. We did 0 warm-up and immediately built up to a heavy power clean. John power clean 255 pounds.
Well, I
that
thought-
was it. Like right in there, right to the power cleans. Right to the 1 rep max.
Wait, you went
I wanted to do
straight to
Amanda
255?
355.
Cold.
Oh.
No, not cold, but like, but it was a quick build. But it was just, I thought it was kind of funny that, no,
You're like, here we
no
go.
workout, no cardio. We're just like, we're in here, we're doing 1 rep max,
We
7:30 in the morning.
worked out after that.
He's teasing me for having to warm up. Knees are
Dude,
cracking.
Guys, I've learned that Travis doesn't like to lift heavy. He was very scared to lift heavy. He's so much stronger than he thinks, and he's just scared to be strong.
I failed a lift, man. I failed a lift. What more can you ask
Oh,
for?
dude, it was the worst. It wasn't even close to failing. He quit. He's scared to be
You quit a
strong.
lift.
Team.
No, I got no health insurance.
I'm looking
down
at the
here.
camera, not you, Barkley. I know I'm looking like Barkley's right behind the camera.
Internet is still not working. Let's see.
Christ almighty.
Refresher.
One more. Big John Young. 499 Tudor tested that workout with 2 sledgehammers.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
Oh, because it's dick.
Oh, man.
You
Tudor's
signed a
dual wielding.
contract. Hey, we got to keep it kind of churchy, John.
Oh, it's the contract. I didn't read the contract.
It's all right.
They're coming down from.
We don't have small children here yet.
Melanie Hodge, a member for 8 months. One of the first.
Wow.
I'm scared to lift heavy. Also JY.
Yes, Melanie.
Thank you, Melanie.
Melanie is also scared. No, she's a student of mine. She's also scared to lift heavy.
Wow. Gotta look after your body.
Student. She's a JY barbell. She's 51 years old. She's not
So
scared.
is that what
She's
you
JY
call, is
barbell
that what you
athlete.
call your members? Students?
No, I didn't mean. I didn't.
Instead of
she's an
athletes?
athlete. She's an
Student of the
athlete.
game,
She's
studying
an
at the
athlete. I
JY
didn't
Barbell
mean to say
Academy. Academy of Iron.
All right, let's start going through. We have Heat 1. The way to win $10,000 is through the shot collar.
Yes.
So you have to pick 4 from each region, 4 athletes,
One athlete from each
one
region.
athlete from each region, and a wild card. So
Yes.
from anyone.
And you can pick male or female. I've gotten a lot of questions about that. Like, hey, I don't know how to pick. It's like, just pick from that region who you think's going to do well. in
So
this event.
North America East, you could pick you could pick Roman Kranikov.
25 people to choose
Yeah.
from. Just
Right.
The wrong one.
You're really.
Pat is now in the East. Pat's now in the East.
To be fair,
Whatever.
he used to be.
Yes. So Pat is in the West. You can pick Pat in the West or Alex Kazan.
Why would you
pick Guy Valhero?
wait? Are we talking about hammer down?
I'm saying for anything in Heat 1,
For anything, pick Pat.
if you're gonna get to pick North America East, you got to pick somebody, not Pat, because it won't let you.
You can pick male or
But
female.
you can pick
Yeah.
Roman, right? You can pick Dallin, or you can pick Tia, Haley
Mhm.
Adams, anybody. Like you can go either way. So you could pick all 5 women. You could pick 3 and 2.
Heat 1 is at the forefront of breaking down gender barriers. in
Yeah,
CrossFit. It's incredible to see.
Yeah. And that's it. That really is a gamble. It's like you sort of have to play. Do I think Haley is going to beat Sprague in this workout, who will do well, but place-wise, would there be a gap?
If they both get second, you get the same amount.
Yeah,
of
you'll get the
Yeah.
same amount of points, but
Gotta get
hell,
the
that's
spreadsheets out, yeah. Start
Yeah.
doing some math.
Eric Akus, has John met Dewan yet?
I haven't. Me and Spin tried to go down to the athlete area or Dickey's Arena, and the security guard let us in, and then he wouldn't let us go anymore. He was like, "We gotta have an escort." I'm like, "Bro, tomorrow I'm literally gonna go wherever I want to go." And he's like, "Ah, I can't."
He should have said, "Yeah, well, that's tomorrow. Get the hell out
I
of here."
can't let you.
Get
No,
out-
no.
Get out of here.
Honestly, good for him. Dickey's, your people are they take
It
their
has
job
been a
very
lot
seriously.
more secure than Madison was.
I would rather it annoyingly be like that than other stuff happens and anybody can just rob the place. Right?
Except for the building maintenance guy who was leaking workouts.
That guy, I love that guy. And you'll never find him, and he's going to continue to tell me workouts.
All right, let's go through the workouts. We know 6 of the first 7.
Actually, we know all of them thanks to our insider,
Yeah.
but
Maybe.
maybe.
Let's go through. First event,
Run, swim.
Lake Day.
Lake Day.
It's officially Lake Day.
Oh, they renamed it?
They did.
They did name it Lake Day?
It is officially Lake Day.
That's dumb.
It's a play on lag date.
It's Lake Day
I think
now.
Chase is going to have to do
It's a
another
workout name.
rename the workouts. Like 21. 3.5 mile run tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. followed by an 800-meter swim. Predictions on timing first.
I'm down.
Timing for what?
How fast is the fastest athlete?
Total time?
So
Yes,
well,
total
let's-
time.
Well, I was just gonna say. So John was saying this morning.
37 minutes.
John thinks the winner's running pace is going to be a 6-minute mile. I think that's way too fast. I think it's way closer to 6.5. So I'm saying like a 22-something run,
Okay.
maybe a 14-something swim.
So
It's
30
37
now-
minutes is going to be
now,
the win
do
time.
we-
I told
mile-
you what it was going to be. 37 minutes.
I like that.
Show your work. I showed my work.
All right, when Tia gets in at 37 something, that's going to be it.
Now, Brian,
Show your work. Doesn't
is
show
the run
work.
is the run all flat? And do we know what the finish line's looking like? Are we finishing in water,
it's
boys?
pretty flat. It's
Okay.
undulating.
Barkley.
but pretty
Undulating.
flat.
Have
for
you,
the
you've
most
been to the course, right? You've not? No one's been yet?
We don't
No.
know what the finish guys. Are we
I-
finishing in the water?
I
Probably
believe the
not.
finish line is, again, it's going to be
Right.
just like it was in 2019 where they run out onto the ramp.
You're
I don't
coming
know.
out of the water.
50, 100 meters just to get out in there
And
in a finish line.
Okay, I'll
goes
say
straight to 40 feet.
36.59 then. Just
Just to go
What-
take it the under.
the $1.
Take it the
above.
under.
No, seriously, though, I like your analysis. I think I would like to know how fast the first mile is going to be because I think it's going to be
Yeah.
closer to what John Young's saying, like close to that 6 minute or
Yeah,
faster.
5:55.
Yeah,
oh,
like
that's
fast.
fast. Man.
I think that first mile, I think some people are going to take off.
Dude, Travis said it in the documentary. He's like, we go out. Well, he screwed up because he was like, I'm going out we're going way too hot. Don't go out hot. Don't go out hot. And then they go out hot. They're going to
Somebody's
do
going
it.
to go out hot.
So Noah Olsen isn't here this year,
told-
guys. His team. Who's most likely to
I told
turn up and burn up?
Austin, do not try to follow Jeff during this, please, in the run.
What do you say?
And he goes, I'm going to do me, man. And I'm like, all right. Well,
Well, he needs to because he's
And
probably
then you
not
just repeat,
comfortable.
don't do you.
yeah,
don't
yeah. I'm
follow
like,
Jeff.
Do not come out hot, Austin, please.
He might. This is like the Austin Hatfield show. He might. Maybe be in danger of getting baited in because he did so well in the running workout in semis. But that's his wheelhouse,
possible.
running and a barbell. But now he's running, and he can't swim very well from what we.
He
know.
said he's been working on it, but
everybody's been
everybody-
working
no,
on it,
I'm,
right?
I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm team. He's probably not good still, but he said he is.
Over
so.
under.
Been working on it.
Yeah.
Over under. Where does Hatfield finish on this?
10th.
What?
On
Whoa.
the swim, swim.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're out of your mind.
We'll see.
John, yeah, hey, folks at home.
John, is he selling
You've
you rabbits?
witnessed the degradation of John Young. It's over.
Hey,
he
write-
doesn't
write
know
it down,
anything about
guys.
analysis.
Write
Rip
the
up his
receipts
senior
down.
analyst card.
Yeah,
Write
seriously,
the
the
receipts
best
down.
analyst in the
Well,
sport.
10th
my
place,
ass.
man.
Write the receipts down.
He was flopping around out there like a little manatee in Wadapalooza, man. We saw him. He was getting battered around those waves.
Write the receipts.
I don't
There's
know,
no
man.
waves. It's just a smooth lake at
Yeah.
7
Rabbits.
a.m.
I say 10 to 15.
I don't think rabbits can swim.
No,
man.
now we're down to 15.
You said the over/under.
That's a bad line.
I'm putting it at 27. That's what it should be on the Heat 1, right?
I think it
27 is
should be-
appropriate.
Yeah, I put it a lot higher, didn't I? Not that receipt, Mark.
I like 20. I like 23. I like 23.
Mid-20s. Man, there's a lot of big, long boys that can swim decently well. I think he's probably one of the worst swimmers, man. And that's the consequence of not being a games athlete.
Okay,
really ever,
what would
right?
you
He
put
hasn't
the
been working on
over/under
it.
at? 15?
23.
The over/under?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
22
picking
and a
I'll
half,
pick the
I guess,
under.
technically.
But do it. I'll pick the under.
See, I see 7 runners probably better than him, right? Like you think about the 4.5K last year. I don't think he's in that first pack, right? Like
He's not in the top
Yella,
pack, second pack.
You add Ricky, Lazar, Jeff, Roman.
Dallin now.
No,
I'm
no.
just kidding.
Who else was in the top?
Say Lazar.
Yeah, Lazar.
Yeah.
Ricky.
Ricky.
You said
Yeah.
him.
I said Ricky.
Are we feeling
Like-
the hype on Lazar on this event?
James.
No, add James. So that's 6.
And then
Brent. Did
maybe
we throw Brent?
I don't.
Brent.
They're probably about
Brent,
the same
Brent's probably
runner.
7th,
But
right?
Brent's
you
gonna
can
win.
put him just because
Pat's
you know
a-
his swim.
Pat's
right?
gonna run fast because you know he can't swim, and he's.
I
There's
think
no
Pat's gonna
point
run
in running
slow because
fast
he
if you-
can't swim.
So
yeah.
I think that's the problem. So like, he's 7th or 8th right now, right?
Call him the 8th best runner.
8th best runner.
What swimmers are going to pass him up? Who's great at swimming that he's not going to be ahead that's going to pass him
I
up?
think a lot of people.
Dude, you
pass.
can
Name-
lose
name-
so
name-
much
And it-
time on the
Yeah.
swim.
I agree.
And it's the swim after the run when he's fatigued, so it's probably even more
That-
pronounced. His
That's my concern is that he
deficiency in
goes
I
out.
think
he
all
goes
of
out
you said
too
the
hard and
exact
tries to
same
hang
thing
with that.
in
No.
event 1 in semifinals when I said he was going to be 5th place, and he was exactly 5th place. And
There
all
was
of you
no
said I was
swimming.
on crack
There was
when I
no
said that in semifinals. No, but the same situation. I agree with what you're saying. There was no swimming, but all of you said no shot. He finishes that high,
Keep
and
it
he,
down.
and he did exactly that in event 1. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. I think the problem is he's either going to do one of two things. He's going to go out too hot and try to hang with that top 7 group, and suffer on the swim. And some of those guys who may hang back a little bit catch him on that last 100, 200 meters of the swim. Or he hangs back trying to save it, right? Because he knows he's not as good of a swimmer, and then he's 10th or 12th,
And
he won't make up any ground on those guys.
well, and then he's getting passed by those people behind him. I think we
You know
probably
who
all
I
agree
think he
he's
should
going
try
to
to
get passed
stay
in the
with,
water.
like in this event for like fully, is Hopper. I think he should try to stay with Hopper in this whole event. Hopper's a good runner. He's not that good at swimming.
Right on his back when you get in the water.
Yeah,
That's a
and
good
just
idea.
draft him.
I really don't think he should be trying to stay with.
No, I meant
anyone.
literally right.
It's his first games event.
Dude, he's
too.
here to
like,
compete. He's
Yeah,
not here to have a good time.
Yeah, well, that's John. That's dog shit strategy,
This is a
man.
future games champion.
That's dog shit strategy. It's his first games event. And you're telling him to pick some random dude that he thinks he can keep up with, and he has really no idea, and keep up with him. Like,
pretty
dude,
sure
he needs
Jason-
to stay in his lane.
And
It's
his
his first
lane
games
is
event.
Hopper.
There's
Well,
gonna
that's
be some
what
nerve.
that's what he said he was going to do. He said that he's going to be
Yeah,
him.
that's exactly. That's what he needs to do. But
Hatfield, do exactly what you're doing.
It's working out pretty good so far, I think. He's
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
yeah.
We don't know shit.
Last place, Tyler's trash.
There we go. Here we go. This is. I'll sit back.
Who who is last place on the men and the women? And you're cheating. You're looking at Heat 1.
I need a
Pinheiro
list.
can
Goodness
probably swim.
gracious.
She grew up in a
Trent
river.
doesn't float.
She was swimming upstream apparently all the time.
I'm going to go with Callum Clements.
You have no idea.
Who the fuck is this guy?
What's funny
Yeah.
is he probably won't do very good.
Somebody's got to get last, man.
Yeah.
Callum,
Callum,
you're the one.
He's dead to me because I picked him to qualify last year at the games.
You
to the
did.
games.
You did.
And he was trash.
You did, yeah.
So
He was your
I'm
go
sorry.
out on a limb pick.
Right, and then he was like 30th out of 60.
I don't know. This
or
one's
worse.
this
I'm
one's
pretty
really
sure
hard.
Jack Roseman said he doesn't know how to swim.
He's
No
thick
shit.
too.
Yeah.
He's a block.
Uh-huh.
How do you not swim in the Army
I don't
at
know.
all?
He's on the field.
Land-based operator, man.
He's a lawyer. They don't put them out in the water.
On the women's side, yeah, I think it's Pinheiro.
Pinheiro?
No. Not as a South American. I think it might actually be Dewan Jung. Because I remember watching
Great
a lot
swimmer.
of.
No, she's great.
What?
She has her
Great
little.
swimmer. She's
Yeah.
swam for the South Korea team. Nationally.
No shit?
Yeah, you're better than Barkley.
So you're so wrong. What the
The
hell
reason
do you
I was
know?
saying that is because at Wadapalooza one year there was a team of 3 Korean women and they all stood on the like the dock and were afraid to get in and then they eventually
Were
jumped
they
in. And,
Dewan
like,
Young?
well, it's a bit touchy that I was assuming it was.
Hey, Barkley, don't
we're
bother.
try-
Don't bother looking it up. I
Okay, so
made
John's
that up.
talking shit. So there's actually a good chance. Barclay, check 2021 Wadapalooza. There's a Korean all-girls team. See if Dewan was on there.
Also
Good
pull
swim.
up
It was the.
Julia Cato. How does she swim?
She swims
She's
well.
good. She's
yeah.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because
I think
she's from South America.
She won of it.
Julia Cato.
If you're from South America and
Racist.
you're not on drugs, you're a decent swimmer.
Julia Cato from Asia?
Julia Cato, South
No.
American. She's Brazilian.
It's all the same. It doesn't matter. That's a
It's
world
a-
pick, ladies
isn't
and
that the
It's a
gentlemen.
different hemisphere for
Yeah.
Travis. It doesn't matter. All right, picks. Real quick, we'll do more tomorrow before our live show. But first place
Brent Fikowski.
I'm gonna
on
say
event 1.
On event 1, Brent Fikowski. People are just acting like he is not amazing at swimming. He's not amazing at running. It's like they've forgotten who he is.
People
He's
forget,
old.
man.
Oh, James Sprague. I love James Sprague, but this is Brent Fikowski time.
Oh, I'm gonna
You're,
say
you're living in 2019.
y'all,
Kyle.
y'all, y'all are gonna be, I'm gonna say Lazar Dukic.
Yeah, whatever.
That's gonna be my pick to win.
John rides the hype train.
I'm
I said I love Europeans. We all know this. I'm a big, big European homer. I'm gonna pick Lazar. I think Lazar is gonna win. I think James is gonna get second, and I think Brent will be third.
I'm gonna be one of those James Sprague people. James Sprague, Tyler. I like James Sprague. I like that young blood, man. He's coming out
I'm
hot.
rooting
and
for
he's
James
almost
for the
Canadian.
Heat for the
Yeah.
Heat 1 World Cup, which we will talk about.
we will
eventually.
finally actually talk about
but-
it.
But I'm gonna pick Lazar. But I'm rooting for James. I want James to win. James won. I'm like, great job, Travis and James. But I'll pick Lazar.
Yeah, Lazar's a bit of a crazy pick for a senior analyst.
I know. I've never picked him
that.
for anything. I just
Yeah.
that's what I'm.
Who you got?
I really like Sprague,
Yeah.
but I want to go with Ricky.
Wow.
Ricky Stanicki, huh?
That's tough.
Like I'm a little nervous
I
about
like
the
that
swim,
pick.
That's tough.
but I think he's.
I like Ricky too, but
I think
that's
his
tough.
run is going to be. He'll be up there. I just don't know.
He's
Can
gonna
he
have to
hold
run at
on?
like a 6-minute mile pace to do that.
I think he can.
Over under.
Did you hear that?
This
What's
is
that?
not a win pick.
Pardon, Travis.
This is not a win pick. It's just a yellow watch. We know nothing about his swimming.
That's fair. Yeah, Yella's a very great. We don't know anything about his
So
swim.
let's set an
I don't.
arbitrary line and just say 14.5. Are you taking the over/under on Yella, or do you think that's
Over.
too low?
Over. I
No,
think he'll be
under.
top 10.
Yeah,
Okay,
under.
set it at
8.
7.5.
I'd say at 8. Yeah.
Was he
7.5.
Was he not at Wadapalooza this past year? I thought he
No.
was. He was not.
No.
No, 7.5 over/under. I'm going under for sure.
Under is what? Better?
Under
what?
is lower than
Lower on the leaderboard?
yeah, lower.
That's tough, man.
Because he'll be top 5, top 3 getting into the water.
Yeah. I would probably say under, but like,
You want to say over.
Well, yeah, we don't know anything about his swimming, and I'm not gonna bank on him being a good swimmer. We would have learned he's a good swimmer if he was a good swimmer.
What?
I feel like it would have came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know he's done 12 years of jiu-jitsu, and
Judo.
Judo.
Judo,
12
yeah.
years of judo. I feel like we would have learned he was a good swimmer. There ain't no swimming on his Instagram. I know that.
True.
He looks like a swimmer.
Oh, this is a good point. Now that we're on event 1, event 1, men versus women. How many men finish before the female finish?
Before Tia?
Time. Yeah.
Before two.
How many men before Tia?
Are they going out in a group start?
Yes.
Men
There's
and women, all
yes.
80
all
athletes.
79.
79 athletes.
I'm gonna say
4.
3. Yeah, I'm gonna say 3. Not many, man.
It's been low.
I'm gonna say 4.
4. So you're going to take 4 or more. 32% of people agree with you. This is actually a really good one right now. I'm going to go with 2.
Yeah, I think that's a really good prop bet.
That's a prop bet in the Heat 1 app. Go ahead and pull it up.
That's a hard one.
It is really hard.
I don't have like a good faith on any of those. Like
Adam, we pulled data on this. How many people back when it was just like 1 or 2, right? And that was it.
And Christy Aramo is right there with her as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so just 1. Just 1 male beat Tia back in
so,
2017.
So really, only your real top dogs are doing
But
it,
you
right?
were
Like
only
maybe
running
like
a mile
James.
and a half.
Sure.
This is 3.5.
Fare better in that situation.
I think there's going to be more of a lead that they have going into the water.
Is that not
where-
2 miles? Mile in, mile
No, it was a
out?
mile and a half. It was a 500-meter swim. I don't know what the swim is, but a mile and a half run, swim, mile and a half
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, so 3 miles of running
Right,
total.
but before you got to the water, when everybody got out of the water, a lot of people were like, I am where I am.
Yeah.
Like if you're racing when you're in the pack, but you were not picking people off on the last mile and a half. Ask Veldner, he tried. He was like,
Right.
that was my thought process, and you just couldn't.
Yeah.
And seeing as the swim is last and it's 3.5 miles up front, I think there's going to be so much more of a lead up front that the fastest runners, I think, will beat her.
Sure.
Could be complete. I don't know. I don't have a good faith on it at all. I think it could be 2, could be 4. I don't know.
I'm going to say something about that. 4 or 5. Yeah.
I think it'll be. I don't think run, swim, run is a good comparison because of that fact.
Right now, the bets are at 9% of people think 1 or less. So 1 or 0. 26% are saying 2. 34% are saying 3, and 4 or 32 are saying 4 or more.
I think guaranteed there will be 2.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
Just because it's it's longer distance.
I just have that much faith in Lazar and James.
It's about faith, everybody.
I don't think. Well, no, I don't.
James
think,
is a good swimmer.
Yeah, I don't
He's-
think. I don't think Tia is that much of a better swimmer than James.
Right.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
And then Lazar, I think is just gonna. I have him as my
And
winner.
Tia probably won't have to swim as hard.
Right, and Fikowski
just 'cause
was in
she's
his
with the
best.
women.
Yeah, think about this. Fikowski was in his best cardio shape ever in 2017. He'll tell you himself he was in his best cardio shape.
Yeah.
And barely beat her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all I know you said Fikowski, but like, there's a whole bunch of names up there that are going to be right there with Fikowski, not
Right.
just one. Right.
I do want to take a quick
Detour.
detour because you mentioned 80, but there's actually 79. There was news that came out this week.
Is there
Ivan
78?
Ivan Kukartsev had his creatine tainted.
Yeah,
and
I
he
saw
received
that,
a
yeah.
2-year
He
sanction.
had it tainted, so he paid to have it tainted?
Possibly.
Dude,
No.
that's such a good way to get around.
So you remember
Tyler, put this in Duraball inside my shade.
It
So-
was tainted.
he popped for I think GW 501516.
Nice. You
and-
got it right.
It wasn't Duraball.
And-
Wow, I just threw that out there.
And there's some other metabolite of some other drug. And at the time, he said that he left his water bottle up, but then he came back and it was kind of moved, etc. And he's like, it was tainted.
How do you prove that?
Yeah, how do you prove
Well,
it?
so he
Do you
went.
just sequester that
No.
bottle and be like, somebody put this in
I
here?
don't think that was true because he said he took his supplements, got them tested, and that his whatever of creatine.
So he
came
was just
back.
being suspicious.
Well, I mean, if you didn't knowingly take it,
right.
you would say, well, I saw this was different, etc. Like,
You just start questioning everything.
right.
Right.
But he did come back and was able to prove that there was a trace amount in his creatine that now CrossFit has given him a 2-year sanction.
So question. So that means this game's basically in next games, or is it this game's next game's and longer?
So it would be 2 years from May. So he's out for 3
Oh,
years.
so it's from the
basically.
date. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But why the 2 years? If he proves that it's tainted,
Because you're still responsible for what you put in your body, right? So they have an obligation to follow the rules of the sport, which is, the drug policy. And
You
so
ate
whether
that
you
Icelandic
knowingly,
meat.
I'm sure it's not NSF certified. Like,
Yeah,
it is
exactly.
some
It's on the
Russian
athlete.
brand. I'm sure that
which is a good point. I don't know what the kind of certifications like are in Russia versus maybe North America,
Right.
Europe, right? Like maybe that's why so many of those guys were popping.
Or about like South America, it's regulation.
Well, like in Brazil,
Probably
you
not.
get,
They're
well, in
similar.
Brazil, you get your supplements from like a pharmacy. Like they actually like make it for you. Like
Right.
you're not going to the store and buying a box. Like the pharmacist is
They
making
just-
your.
I'd like steroido. And then they like, oh, I got you.
Steroido.
Got it.
El Steroido.
So yeah,
Barkley.
that is why there's only 39 men in the competition.
Rip Ivan.
Up, Jocko Fuel.
Jocko Fuel, proud sponsor of the Heat One and Spin Show.
That's right. All right, let's go back to our regular scheduled programming. Event 2, the hammer down. Do you even want to? How do we
What
even
flavor is
make
it?
predictions on this?
It's fruit punch.
I'm looking into who was a laborer in their past life, like maybe something like that.
Yeah,
You know?
Austin
like an
Hatfield.
Austin Hatfield.
Somebody that's the same height.
Like I'm telling you, if Colton's in here, I'm picking Colton to win it. Gritsville,
Yeah,
farmer.
but
working with
yeah,
tools.
I like somebody like Jason on this. I think wouldn't be bad.
It's a long range motion.
Mass
man.
moves mass though.
I agree. I don't think he'll be bad at this event. I just don't see him winning it.
Just Anthropometric.
based on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate it. So somebody a little bit shorter but as heavy. Jack Rosema.
Maybe. Yeah. He's a good pick.
I like that.
I think it's Austin Hatfield all day on this one.
No, not
Yeah,
back
he's
in the
right.
no.
Yeah. He's coming to my
Yeah,
side.
so
yeah.
much
Who's our coach over?
Proximity bias.
Listen, when Austin Hatfield's first place after day one, what are you going to say?
This
No,
is
he ain't gonna be first in day one. We've already acknowledged he can't even break top 10 on the first event.
I have not acknowledged such
We
blasphemy.
have. You're in denial.
Yeah, it seems like almost just whoever's in the best shape. Like,
And that's
and,
Austin
and like I
Hatfield.
said, who you know, manages to ride the line with the hammer the best is going to be important. I like maybe Vellner. You know, he's crafty, sure-footed, jumping over that little tire.
Again, he's like Jason. Yes, I think he'll do well. It's just, I just feel like somebody smaller is going to win.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, you
No,
watch Colton in that demo. I mean, he
The
was
speed between his reps were just so fast, and
Right.
I just think the
Yeah.
bigger guys, it's just going to take longer, even if you're faster.
like
Yeah.
it's not. Think about how much more distance that Sledgehammer has to move for somebody like Jason Hopper or Sprague.
Yeah, those are real big
You're going
guys,
through the
though.
list
and
right
I
now,
and I
Tyler?
and I agree with that.
I
But
was just looking at
Yeah.
different
I'm
athletes.
trying to think through
I-
them.
I
I
Chris-
can't really think
yeah.
of anybody.
Chris Ibarra, I think he'd be a good pick on this.
I think there's less.
he's good for 7.
He's such a
Yeah, he's definitely he's good for 7.
dude. Freaking Justin, man. Justin might be good.
I think there's less emphasis on the hammer than you do. I think the other part of the workout with the sandbag and getting over and chucking the sandbag are more important than you're making it out to be. So I don't think it's all about, you know, who's the shortest guy.
I don't think it's. I just think that plays a role.
Right.
Yeah, but
I think it's faster picking up the sandbag and throwing it over for the smaller guy, the shorter guys.
now if you got those big orangutan arms like Vellner, man, that's what a good deadlifter, right? Doesn't
yeah,
got to
but
bend
if
over as far.
If that's their
Yeah,
deadlift,
you got to raise it up over your head too with those big old.
no, I think Hatfield is definitely Rosema.
I'm trying to think of other people.
That's
I
yeah.
I think this might be one of those events where
What about
it's,
Adler?
it's like I think
Again,
he's a
I'm
great shape,
never
yeah.
gonna pick him for something that we've never seen, like or he's not ever done before.
It's
You
not
know what
proven.
I mean?
Yeah, he's
and like
not
he could
the
be
best.
great. This is very simple. It's not like he's not going to be. You know, your fitness is. I do think fitness will show through. I don't have faith in Adler at all if he can't prepare for it.
What about Jeff?
That's who I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you said Pat. Sorry.
Adler. No, Pat's the opposite. Pat's like adaptive
Yeah,
champ.
yeah.
If it was all events and nobody knew and it was new things, I think Pat would finally win the games. And unfortunately, there's only like
without
two,
running and swimming the first
There's
event.
only 2 or 3 of those.
I think Pat's gonna be my official pick. I really like Pat. I know you're concerned.
It's not a bad
Oh,
pick. It's
wow,
not a
it's
bad pick at all.
The Canadian picks the Canadian.
Weird.
Yes. Shocking. Shocking. Women's side.
Women, and so I'm looking through that.
I'm just gonna pick Tia because I don't know.
Right.
I have no clue who to pick for this event.
I like Alex as a workhorse on this. She's a little bit bigger, but I think for the women that's better. Definitely in this equation because you compare her to like Alyssa Fuliano.
Dude, do you know who I think could potentially be really good at this event? Is Danny Spiegel.
Yep.
Because it's
She's worked with hammers in the past.
Tire
I
flip.
was-
One can assume she's done a little hammer work.
I was gonna make a
I-
great point, and y'all just
Derailed.
I
think
it's CrossFit.
she's
training.
very athletic. I think she'll get over the tire faster and throw the bag faster than most. And then I think she'll cheat the standard as much as anybody. Right?
That's not just
Danny
anybody.
Spiegel's
Go
gonna win this
figure.
event because she has no integrity. That's
Thank you.
Oh,
That's what
man.
I'm
people
saying.
forget, man. She was throwing the lateral sandbag and won that event in a
No,
row.
that's what
She's
I'm
quick
saying.
with it.
I think she'll be.
Yeah.
I think she'll be one of the fastest people in the workhorse part with the tire flip.
Yeah.
And the,
I do
and the
like
bag.
that pick.
I think she'll be one of the fastest people in the workhorse part,
Yep.
and then it's just about the sledgehammer. And I do think she'll cheat the standard to the fullest, and that's Dave's fault. But
That's Dave's fault.
yeah, and that's why I think she could be really, really good at this event. Now that I'm thinking about, I think Danielle Brandon also could be really good at this event. I'm just thinking of
Okay.
athleticness. Brooke Wells.
I was gonna say Brooke Wells just from the Bill.
I'm just thinking who can throw that sandbag the fastest and then jump over it.
Do you think this is
I
a
think-
different workout though than the men?
I do. I think, and this is where like I agree with you and disagree with you. I think that stuff comes into play much more for the women, who's athletic and who can get the tire over the fastest for the women than the men. And the men, I think it's going to be more of a range of motion workout.
Is that because we just tend to see women be a little more goofy with some of this stuff sometimes?
Like
Like,
that,
you know, can't ride a bike.
that, and when it comes to like muscling things, like the women who are very athletic, or like athletic stuff, I think there's more of a gap there than there is for the men. You know what I mean? It's always been, and the tire's the same weight for the men and the women. I think the tire weight will come into play too.
Stronger.
I just think this, I think the powerful women will do very, very well in this event. Danny Spiegel's shown she's one of the most athletic girls in the field.
Yeah, or Laura, like Laura, right?
Yeah, Laura. I mean, I'm not, aside from the obvious, like Laura, Tia, I think are the obvious. I'm still picking Tia for this event.
Roger.
But if you're just trying to think of who could be good at this event,
Roger's not going to be
too big.
Karin Freyova? No.
I think she's too big.
Well,
she's long.
Go back 2 years to the
Barkley on the record wants to say he's picking Karin Freyova.
On the record, it's written down.
Yep. Noted. Noted. Somebody heard this on the stream. Barkley Dale picks Karin Freyova.
Yep.
Heat 1 app. Mark it down. Europe, event 2. That's who he's picking. What do you think about the pig 2 years ago? Like, how is it going to be different from the pig on the?
It's going to be easy.
Easier.
The pig's not hard.
Lighter.
The pig's hard, and it's not going to be hard.
It has more ridges.
That's the difference.
Yeah, I would agree.
Flipping a tire is not hard if you know where to grab it.
Yep.
How many of these athletes do you think actually have flipped a tire?
I don't like that. I don't.
I
like
would say
the
half
pig
of them.
nearly as much.
You think half have flipped a tire?
Yeah, I do think we haven't seen a tire in a very long time. I think back in the day, probably way more.
10 years ago,
but
yes.
I think half of them have toyed around with tires before.
It's really like not that.
It's not hard.
It's not like, and you say if you know where to grab it, there's really only one spot to grab it. You think you're going to grab the inside of the rim?
No.
Are they
tractor? Like some people,
did we see the tires? Are they tractor tires?
Yeah.
Like they got big ridges
yeah,
on the side?
Yeah, but some people, it's not like just common sense. I 100%. I'm with you. I have seen people try to get underneath it, and they can't lift it because they're not just grabbing the ridges.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially heavy tires. Heavy tires, whenever they're close to the ground.
No one's doing that, though. No one's doing that. These people, like, come on, no one's doing that.
I guarantee you there's a few.
Do tire work.
Yeah. If you've never seen a tire before in your life, like Spin's saying, then I can 100% see that. You're stupid, but I can 100% see it.
If the athletes have not done or know some of the like girl workouts, hero workouts, I guarantee they've never touched a tire.
Yeah, agreed. It's old
if
school.
You've never
man.
done Cindy.
If you've never done
touch
Cindy,
tires anymore.
No, like they have a pig, they have the flip.
But
sled
it
or
is
whatever.
it is not hard.
I just think
it's not
so
hard to figure
light.
out.
Yeah. I think if anything, you might see somebody like put it down lopsided. You know, it does the old
and
rolls
it
into
is,
another lane
to
or something.
To Travis's point, a 240-pound tire is very light. It's
yeah,
not heavy
it's very
at
light.
all.
Because it's not even it's not 1-to-1 weight. You're not lifting 240 pounds.
The pig is akin to like a 275-pound clean and jerk, and then so I've heard from athletes. I've never done a pig flip, but like that's what I've heard. That's what it's like is a 275-pound clean and jerk. The effort it takes to
depends on how it's loaded.
Sure, but the people who have done the events with the pig,
yeah.
I've heard it's similar to that feeling. If you were doing reps of 275, flipping the pig over.
You have to brace, but it's not overly strenuous.
This is going to be like a 135. Like that's what it's going to feel like.
Probably. I'm interested in the state. This is like Dave talks about this. Like you need to program such that the athletes are making the statement, not the workout. But this is definitely a workout statement. It's not. This is about the event itself.
You know, what do you mean?
He's trying to talk to us by programming this workout.
Well, I almost think that it being like a new event and it's so unique and we really, like we're talking, don't know what to expect. So it almost opens the door. I mean, so in that sense that, yeah, it's about the workout, but it almost opens the door for athletes to create more separation than maybe you would see in a traditional event with thrusters and muscle-ups where you know what you're getting from each athlete. You know what I mean? When you see somebody come out here and be like, oh, wow, like, you know,
and
great technique with that or whatever.
Like, to the benefit of Dave, to play devil's advocate for Dave, I think we all feel the same about the workout.
I like it.
Except Tyler. Is that it probably will be like a massive bicep pump. If you think about how many times you raise the sledgehammer up with both of your hands, and
It
then
doesn't have to come back over.
No. But you pick up the hammer and then you slide it down. You pick up the hammer and then you slide it down. Like that's bicep pump all day. And then you do the tire flip. Your biceps are also going to feel that. And then you pick up the bag.
Yeah, there's the
I
grip.
bet there's a major bicep pump element to it.
You're an idiot if you pick it up that way.
That's how Colton was literally
I think
doing
there's like a.
You do it, and then you slide to the end and come through this way.
No.
No.
He
That
literally
was
just,
not
no.
the way he was doing
No.
it.
That's
was-
not
it
the
was-
fastest way. You're going to be slower.
it
Good
was,
job.
It was literally in line with your body, and you just pick it up, put it over your head.
Because it has
So
to
he
be
was
over your
just
head. It's
switching and
the
dropping.
quickest. It's the quickest
So
way.
it's not even close to what you would do in real life.
No.
No.
In real life, you're rearing back and
Yeah.
you're letting go. But that's energy.
Whoa. It was aggressive. You
Well,
made me
you
nervous.
call me
That's how you-
stupid when you're the dumb one. Like that's bothersome to me.
This is why these two are on
Yeah,
two
it's
different
not- it's
couches,
not
guys.
super heavy.
Dealing with incompetence over here. Good grief.
Chelsea Miller, Emma Tall. Good pick. Event 2.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I don't know
Yeah,
shit about Emma.
she's a workhorse, man. I know she's got.
Chelsea, I
Wider
honestly,
lat
I
spread
honestly
than
have,
John.
I honestly have no clue.
Does our European consultant, Barkley Dale, does he like Emma Tall? He does
Emma
not.
Tall says
He does
no.
like Emma
All right,
Tall.
Barkley says
All right.
No, he's sticking with Karen Frayova for Heat 1.
no. Barkley said Emma Tall is going to jerk this one off badly.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
there
what
you
he
go.
said.
That was exactly how he said it.
I don't know how he said
He was
that or
picking-
got that, but yeah.
C Hill.
moving on the.
Once again, hammer work. Hashtag hammer work.
Yeah.
We gotta
C Hill
work-
does tire work once a week, and 240 is really easy.
Nice.
I wonder if that's Chase Hill.
I think so.
Is it though? Chase Hill
We're
from what's that valley called?
From Mayhem.
Well, yeah, that one.
That's what I'm talking
But he
about.
lives in something valley in
Is that
Tennessee.
hey? Is that you, Chase? Say it's you.
Powell Valley. There we go.
Extra sloppy. He's going to show us how to swing his sledgehammer tomorrow. So
That's fun.
Working the shaft. We got to mix the
Dude,
phrase
how
"working
many-
the shaft"
how
into our
many-
The
podcast.
shaft.
yeah,
How many exerciser ads are we gonna run during the Sledgehammer event?
They're gonna kill it.
Amanda.
and then we finish off tomorrow night with a repeat.
Hey, how's this feel?
How's what feel?
Amanda 45.
John?
He doesn't like it.
I thought you predicted it.
I predicted Amanda. Yes, I
Like
predicted.
way out.
Yes.
No, I think is JR the original person?
No, we did this back in.
Like the open.
We did this back in
Oh, that's
December.
right. You did it like
JR
last
copied
Now-
you.
Now, my prediction was technically that we were going to see it in
Sorry.
semifinals because
Right,
of
yeah.
the West Coast Classic, but I thought we would see Amanda this year.
Oh, I know it.
Oh.
So
Congratulations, dude. It's
So-
got to feel good.
I did predict that.
Thank you.
Amanda
Thank you.
45. I wanted to see a spin, a different take off of it versus a repeat.
Yeah, I would have liked, like something a little different. Maybe like a 185, less reps, or maybe even
A
like
heavy Amanda.
yeah,
I think
like
a heavy Amanda would have been.
I think that would have been neat.
Not
'cause
a
they-
literal.
Yeah,
same
or
one.
even like a ring muscle up into a in a 1+1 dip or something like that to make it like
just different.
different.
Amanda.
I know it's 7 years ago, but we have a pretty good idea like who's going to do well. in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is like one of those events where
You know-
it's
you know
really
who's
easy
going-
to pick, right?
yeah.
You know what you're gonna get.
I don't think it's like an easy winner call, but you know who's going to be good and who's going to be bad.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. It's need that good ring muscle up capacity for sure.
Let's go to 2017 and take a look.
Will anybody beat Dakota Rager's time? That should be a prop bet. I think it's going to be a very hard time
Oh,
to
that's
beat.
a name
His
you don't hear anymore.
Dakota Rager was the winner in 2017 with an 802.
801.
801.
801. Followed by Matt
Fraser was 817. Gives you an idea.
The best finish on the men's side who's going to repeat this was Ricky Garard.
But he
He
was
got-
not natural that year. I did bring that up.
I don't I don't think that'll matter.
Dude, I think he's going to wreck this.
What do you
apart.
get?
He finished in 8:33.
And he's a different human being. He's natural now.
Over under. How much does Ricky beat
I don't
his
think.
time by?
Man, I really don't know if anyone's gonna beat that.
30
Beat
seconds.
what? 8:33.
No,
You set
sorry.
the line at 30?
Dakota Rager's time. Like he was.
I
He was
think
the best.
I
man.
think somebody goes sub 8.
I think that's what Ricky will do. It's like 803.
Are you,
You can
hiding
talk
this?
through the mic.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
You think he will do 30?
Yeah.
Why did
yeah.
you do that? Why did you
I'm
just?
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I'm new
goodness.
to the
So
headset.
that's what we should set the line at. Is
Yeah,
30.
I think 30 seconds. I would say, will anybody break 8 minutes? And then how much time will Ricky beat his time by? Over under 30 seconds.
I don't know, man. It's the same guy. 30 seconds is a massive margin in this workout. I mean, I'm sure obviously
was
he's
his
fine,
first
but he had,
year,
he
though.
had,
That's
shoulder, he had
if you
shoulder
picked him.
surgery.
No, I'm saying, will somebody break 8 minutes? I'm not necessarily talking about
Sure.
Ricky.
Yeah, I think you got to be.
I think
you got to be a
Hatfield's
little
going to be
smaller.
great at this workout too, guys. Dude, he's gonna be great, man.
10th first. It's gonna be a great
Why do
first
y'all-
day.
why do
Wear-
y'all hate
wearing the
him?
He's
leader's
winning every
jersey.
event.
Why do y'all
man.
hate him?
I don't hate him.
He's gonna be so good.
He's
at this
getting the
workout.
Bill Leahy treatment that he got because
Except that he's for real, and
Bouncing
Bill
on it, bro.
Leahy is not as for real.
I know,
Not
but I
as
just
for
say
real.
he's getting
That
the
was a
he's
very
getting the
polite
treatment.
way of saying that, but John Young.
I like Bill. I like Hatfield more.
Pat Vellner was the next one at 8:55.
Vellner will be great.
Yeah.
Brown
Yeah.
or big grade.
Yona Koski. Wait, he's not here. Sorry.
Born.
BKG.
I think he'll be good, but I think for BKG it'll be like a 10th place for him.
Brent Fikowski, 15th. I'm a little nervous for him on that one.
Fikowski.
Yeah, a really good event to look at for this workout for some of the newer guys is the 2023 Wadapalooza first event, the rings and squats. It was 21-15-9 ring muscle ups, the same amount of ring muscle ups they're doing here, and then back squats, front squats, and overhead squats, and the weights got heavier as you went.
And that was Ricky. Who was racing in that? Ricky.
Yeah,
and
Ricky
Vellner.
won.
Ricky Vellner and
won
someone
by
else.
over a minute. Ricky won.
It was Roman was up there.
Roman was 14th place.
Was he?
Roman was trash. Yeah, Guy was really bad.
That was different.
Nick Matthew got second, but I think that was just because of the 185-pound overhead squats. It was Vellner failed.
Vellner
a rep.
fell apart.
Vellner would have got second, but he failed a rep.
That's not like him.
Right. Overhead disability. That won't happen here. Vellner will be great, but Ricky beat second place by over a minute, and Roman was not great. Danny Spiegel was not great. It just confirms what we think is going to happen for this workout. That was a year ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like 7 years ago where people are different people.
Almost 2 years ago, but
Year and a half.
Travis Mayer, 29th. Tyler.
Tyler would be like, "Oh, he's one of those guys who gets better as he gets
You
older."
probably get half of that now, or maybe even less.
On the women's side, let's
Field
go
was
take a look at the women.
deeper back in 17.
Yeah, I think he was hurt.
It's a lot of good muscle uppers.
That's true.
It's back in the Tommy
Did you
Venus
guys
days.
see the reel that they posted and the way they were doing muscle ups back in like 2011 or whatever that was?
Yeah, they were like strict.
They were like it was like a gymnastics
Yeah.
kip.
And nobody knew how to do kipping
Yeah.
handstand push-ups either.
Right.
Everybody did strict handstand push-ups, not because it was strict handstand push-ups.
Because they couldn't do.
They didn't know what kipping was.
Jamie Green obviously won in 2017, but Tia Claire Toomey.
Did Jamie go unbroken? I think she tried.
I don't
I don't know. I don't remember if she failed a rep or not, but I do think she was trying to go. She tried to go unbroken.
I remember that storyline too. Jamie trying to go unbroken. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
they made a thing out of that. Yeah.
I don't remember if she broke or not. Oh man. I feel like she probably did,
I
or we
don't-
would have said, "You remember when Jamie went unbroken?"
Dear
I would say she did not, given her time.
Cody Anderson.
Yeah,
Cody Anderson needs to
You're
do
probably
this
right.
at home and post a video about it tonight.
He didn't go unbroken then.
Did he not?
No.
No, he was like 6th place or something like that.
Oh.
I think
Like, that's
Hiller.
bad.
When Hiller is, I know his elbow's all jacked up because of Hatfield, but I think he should do this event when he's fresh. I think Hiller could go unbroken, like a skinny.
He's going. Yeah, sure. He'd go unbroken, but exceptionally slow to the point where it's like not that cool.
I think he could
Right.
have a very
It
competitive.
looks bad.
Well,
You
know
okay,
what I
okay.
mean?
Him doing the workout to his fullest,
The old
I
John
think he
Young
could have a
strategy.
very competitive time for the games.
No, not a chance. man.
Hiller,
Not
when
a
he was
chance.
competing, was the best ring muscle up person in the whole
Oh,
entire
sorry.
world.
Did you
and
say
across
right
the
now
world.
or
In the
or years ago?
world?
Andrew Hiller, yes. Who has over 35 ring muscle ups? Name one person.
Cody
Noah
Anderson.
Olsen doesn't. Cody Anderson doesn't. The most I've ever heard is 32.
I don't even know if that's one.
35.
One,
32.
I don't even know if that's 1-to-1 your max set versus like performing in an event like this. Listen, I'm not sold on it.
I think it's very correlated with that.
All right. Well, these guys are literally the top. You're talking about literally the best in the world
we
versus.
go to
the guy that
2017. It's
couldn't make it
literally
to the
a
semifinals.
who's who of who's the best at ring muscle ups.
Oh my God, guys. We had a hint all along, and I just noticed it. Look at Graham here.
What?
Graham's got the
He has
hammer.
a sledgehammer?
Yes.
In the CrossFit experience.
Yes.
Okay, well.
Well, we also got
Oh.
Annie Max snatching, and I don't think we're going to see that.
We'll see it. We also
We,
got
we also have a
Spieler pulling the sled
yeah.
That's possible.
in the push-pull event.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tia Claire Timmy took second, 8:58.
Emily Bridgers, Alethea Boone,
Emily
Sam
Bridgers,
Briggs,
wow.
irrelevant people now, right? I guess Sam's still relevant, but and all just really, really good at
Carrie.
ring muscle ups.
You would
Not
assume
fit,
Carrie.
just really good at ring muscle ups.
Yeah, Sam Briggs was never that fit.
Carrie Pierce, I would have assumed.
Alethea
done
Boone.
Really.
Emily Bridgers.
Yeah, she bloody hell. She was competing this year
Dude,
still.
your accent's rough. Cassidy Lance McWhorter.
Yeah, we're going down. I mean, there's.
God, listen to these names.
Is there anybody?
China Cho.
Maddie Sturt, 22nd.
Girl, Maddie.
I'm getting there, Barkley. Jeez.
That's pretty cool that Maddie's going to get.
Hey,
to
there's
do
Val
this again.
Voberl, the Hall of Fame
Big core.
potential.
There's
Greatest
Emily
Toyota
Abbott,
Camry ever lived.
former drug user.
That's right. I think she just had a baby.
Bethany
No.
Flores.
Bethany Shadburn, who was
Oh,
Bethany,
Brooke Wells killing it in 33rd.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be a good prop.
No,
Oh,
she'll
no.
do.
That'd be a good
do
prop.
way
Gonna
better.
beat their time.
Yeah, I don't think 1327 is.
Do you think she
competitive.
gets half that? 15th? No way.
I bet she's around there.
No chance.
She's just fitter, I think. I think if she's
Yeah.
smart and executes to her ability,
Did-
I bet
I
she
thought-
gets around that.
Oh, it's about being fitter. I thought you just said it was about ring muscle up capacity.
That's
Well,
why I
on
said
the tapes.
It is.
On the tapes.
It is. She's got better ring muscle up capacity than Daisy McDonald.
Get off the middle of the
All right,
fence,
then
Johnny. Pick a
DeJuan
side.
Young.
Pick a middle side.
But amongst the top 10, she's not. But amongst the bottom 10, she's freaking God on ring muscle ups. That's how bad they are.
Where did this? saying
Pinheiro
come
can't
from?
even do a ring muscle up. Are you kidding me? I don't know. She probably can get in
She's a
trouble.
bit
She probably
Probably.
And that's it on the women's side.
Yeah, there's
There's
really
not
not many
much.
girls, right, returning.
No.
Well, especially from 2017.
You know what's funny is this is the first time I've really gotten to talk about the game since we've been here.
That's true. It was definitely catching up. What else do we got? We got anything else on our list?
I'm going through the props. We also have
Oh.
one about men's point spread for the winners. So
For
between
the overall winners?
between first and second, what's the point spread at the end of the week?
32.
So over or under 50?
Under.
Under 50.
For the women?
Less
for the
than,
men.
For the men. Less than 50?
Yeah, I'm going to say 32 points. Exactly. Write it down. Receipts.
32? I'm
Barkley,
going,
write it down.
I'm going to go with under on that as
32.
well.
I'm going the over.
I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna be like under 10.
Erase that Grace
Under
Waller.
10.
Super tight.
Unless it comes true.
Like,
Then
we're
I'm-
gonna have
Wow.
like a crazy tight finish this year.
I don't know if
There's no
that's
way we can't.
What's up?
I think it's gonna be under 10 points.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah,
That'd be the best.
I
One of
like
the best
that.
finishes
like
ever.
a toiga.
And then the Laura Tia point spread, which was on our Instagram a few days ago.
125.
125. We have it. So the line set at 130.
Under.
Over or under?
Over.
No.
Is it specifically between Tia and Laura?
Tia and Laura.
I-
We do
Over-
not specify
over-
who's gonna win.
Over all day long.
So no, it's not between T and Laura.
Why?
It's 1 and 2.
Or
No,
Oh, that's
no.
what I'm
it is
asking.
T
It's,
and
no,
Laura.
it
Oh,
is
but you don't
between
spell
Tia
Laura.
and Laura.
Why?
apologies.
Why do you say over all day long? You know, there's a handstand push movement that we don't know about.
no, but look, event 1. What does Laura finish?
12th.
That's 25. 8th place. Get out of here, Barkley. That's what, 20 points?
I think it's more like 40.
20 to 25, 30
I think
points.
it's 60 points.
Yeah.
40 points.
All right, let's say 30. Let's cut the difference. Let's say
All right,
30.
All right.
Then you have the sledgehammer.
Dude, Laura's going to rip that part apart.
You said
Hungarians
Tia
are
was
great
gonna-
at
you said
sledgehammer.
Tia was
She's
gonna win.
literally the opposite of everybody you've picked for that event.
No,
Laura-
we did
Laura's
say
athletic. I
for
said Danny
women.
Spiegel.
we
Is
did
that
say,
Danielle
Athletic, but she's
Brandon?
taller, and she's.
Danny Spiegel, it's different for women.
but we
Okay,
did say for women,
okay,
stronger,
okay,
tires
okay,
heavier,
okay.
relative.
Yeah, Tia wins, Laura gets second.
Okay, another 4 points.
3.
So 30,
Three.
2, 3, 4. I think it's 4.
I thought it was 97.
I don't know.
That's not what your website said. Your website said.
And then Amanda, 45.
Yeah, that'll be another 40 points.
Right. So we're already 80 points, 70 to 80 points. And what is
Make
the?
us
Oh,
ground.
sorry.
Yeah, when we start doing the math like this, it doesn't sound good.
I like her, man. I like her on attitude and demeanor alone. She's
Laura?
coming off the win in Rogue still. She's hungry. She had some serious swagger in that Adidas jean
You know what's
jean outfit.
you know what's
Swag.
you know what I see in Laura, which is sad.
What do you see?
What are you sad? How are you saddened by Laura?
No. Is you know how
Yeah.
Pete Ellis is? He's like a golden retriever right now. He's just soaking it up. He's happy to be here. He's happy he made the games. He's just gonna have a good time. He's gonna go out here, perform, and have a good time. It doesn't matter that he's gonna get beat down by a whole bunch of people. I think Laura's like that right now, but with Tia. It doesn't
Laura has,
matter
like,
that she's
the
going to get beat down by
Laura
Tia. I think
gives
she's
off the total
accepted. I'm
opposite.
second place.
No, she gives off the total opposite vibe, man. She
No,
comes
you don't
off as
come off-
incredibly
yeah.
hungry, fierce competitor, and she's kind of like has said that in one of the interviews or
She's-
something like, "I'm gonna win," and like,
Well,
she's
You don't
almost
come
pissed
in
off.
Then it's
dressed
sad
like
that
Magic
swagger.
Johnson
Yeah,
going
she's got
into a
swag.
basketball game.
no, I think she's lying to herself. I think she's accepted that she's second. She's lying to the public about it.
How would you know that?
Tia or
I'm
Laura
putting
Gate.
the hard
Here-
analytic.
Here's
on
the
her.
question.
I like that.
Well, here's the question. We're saying she's not going to be. Laura's not going to be first after tomorrow. Is she in second after tomorrow?
No, Haley is.
It's a long weekend, man. It's a
Is
long
she even
weekend.
third? Is Emma Lawson ahead of Laura tomorrow?
Yeah,
No.
I think.
Yeah.
I think 100%.
Just like I believe in Harvey Dent, I believe in Laura Horvat.
Well, one of those is a made-up character. So
I believe in Harvey Dent.
I could see Laura down in fifth, maybe even sixth after day one.
I think she'll be lower than that.
I don't think that's a big deal. She's gonna have her
Yeah, I don't think it's a big
Never
deal
done.
either. There,
have her chances.
there's gonna be some machine output workout that she just kills everybody. in.
She's gonna be crushing some stuff.
All right, so then we know event 4, all the deadlifts. We don't know event 5.
It's a
Which she's
handstand
gonna be
walk.
good at
It's a
that event.
handstand
We
walk workout. Yeah, she'll be great at it.
Right?
So you think that's where you're going with this handstand, quick handstand walk?
Yeah, I'm going triple unders and handstand walk.
I like that. That
And
combination's
I'm-
so brutal.
I
And
might-
it's
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I might even say like a small segment of triples that got to be unbroken. So it's a high execution workout.
no chance.
They
I don't
won't. They
think
won't make
that
them go
excuse
unbroken.
again.
They won't make them go
Now,
unbroken.
they've had
on triples.
ample warning, like a
Mistake.
small amount, like
Ample warning.
like 20.
I don't think you can do a new thing and be like, you have to go unbroken.
No.
Like the double crossovers, they didn't make them go
No,
unbroken.
they just made them do it. But you had to go unbroken on the pegboard.
They made him
you
go
did,
unbroken
but
on
that's
singles.
that's
That's
known. You know, even doing
Right.
that.
I don't think they've had ample warning. They've had ample rumors.
Yeah, there's not been an announcement. Yeah, I think
they-
I'm not against the triple unders being in the event. There's no way they make them do it unbroken.
All right, I'm not hung up on that point then.
Maybe you do a
Let's
handstand
triples
walk
and
down
handstand
the
walk.
field with obstacles. You do 30 triple unders and then handstand walk obstacles down our back.
They're not doing triples. They're not going to do triples.
I mean, I would not say there's going to be triples in the handstand walk workout, but if there is, I think that's how it would be.
yeah.
I think it'd be a good workout.
I do too. Like I do too.
It's
Yeah.
it's something short. It's quick.
Because you got to imagine they're going to take down all of the different rigs. They're going to keep Zeus up probably for the entirety. But day 2 is all the rigs are gone. They're just going to be doing deadlifts down with GHDs. Like it's going to be a pretty open floor, right? So you're going to have an open floor on event 5, and then you think about event the next day. Like there's nothing going to be like
Don't they have the rig up for the rope climbs? For
they'll,
event
they'll have Zeus, right? They'll keep Zeus up
Right.
for the rope climbs. But I think the rest of the way the floor will be empty.
Oh, it is.
At
going
least on
into-
Saturday.
6 will be on at Farrington,
Then 6 is on Farrington.
and then 7's Chad,
Chad, yeah.
and then 8's the clean ladder.
Right. So I think all of those have an empty floor for whatever event 9 is, and then maybe we'll see something special on Sunday.
Yep.
So an empty floor would definitely lead to a handstand walking.
9 is
event.
snail race.
I hope so.
So I guess we got our answer
100 yards.
Just push
to
it.
the
Whoever
new, to
pushes the snail 100 yards first.
I was gonna say I guess we got our answer to the new implement, eh? We didn't really say that.
It's the
directly.
sledgehammer.
well, the tire. Well, the tire, right? He said it's something that's
He said
not-
something,
it's
but yeah,
new to the
that's-
games,
yeah.
not new to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough, man.
I hope that's not the only.
I
think that's-
I do too. I do too. I want something big and fancy like the snail or the tumbler.
I
or
love the
something like
snail. I wish they'd bring him back.
that. Yeah.
All right. Before the event or before tomorrow kicks off, podium picks 1, 2, 3. We'll go through men. Start with you, Travis.
End of the
Oh, geez.
For the games.
For the
the
games,
games.
Right.
our podium picks heading into.
make your
the
podium picks
2024
on the
CrossFit Games.
proven top 10 grand prize league.
That's right. What $1,500.
for $1,500. That's right. Cut the live stream again, I'm sure.
Right. Travis.
For men, in the one spot, I've got Adler.
Oh, wow. No
Oh.
shit.
Two Velder and 3 Bukowski.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, I'm picking Corroy to beat the flu. I got Adler. I got I got Justin Medeiros in the 2 spot.
No, wrong. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
He's basically
He might as
Canadian.
well be. Thank you.
And I got Roman in 3.
All right, Tyler.
Big Ricky hater.
Yeah, that's big, Ricky.
There you are. He doesn't like Ricky because he did the drugs that one time.
You don't?
No, that's not. John just made that up.
No, it's not. You don't like him
I
because
just
of that.
made that up.
Or was that CJ? It's
Known,
CJ. It's you. I'm
known liar
almost positive it's you.
is
He's
John
digital.
Young. My first place, or I'm going from the bottom up. Number 3 is Jeffrey Adler. Number 2 is Ricky Garard. And number 1 is Roman Karenikov.
Nice.
Roman.
Nice.
All right, I want to go 1, 2, 3 because going backwards. Ricky first.
Oh.
I'm going with Roman second
Okay.
and Adler third.
Big Jeff hater.
Now, why is nobody giving people flack about Ricky? He's had a year off.
See?
Didn't look great. Didn't look great at Rogue. Didn't look great at Rogue.
He looked
Oh, you
great
mean-
at
you mean-
semifinals.
You mean when he came back from a shoulder surgery 4 months prior?
Beat Adler in a
Well, this
squat
guy's
workout.
this guy's slandering Roman for his performance at Rogue, and he came off of surgery
No,
and
I'm
just
slandering
dominated
his
the games
performance
before
at
he got
ring
hurt.
muscle up
And he just
workouts.
dominated the games before that. Before he had
Just ring
surgery.
muscle up workouts. Why is nobody giving Ricky slack? You are.
But junior analyst.
Why is no one else?
Yeah, no
Why
street cred.
Why is Travis alone?
Why? I don't know.
I'm
You
just,
can
I-
ask
he's an
Travis
idiot
about
about
saying,
that.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, it's a bit of a. I feel like he's a little bit more of an unknown quantity than like you're locking him in for
It
first.
sounds like you have some
That's all.
sort of hatred or bias towards Ricky.
for yeah.
John?
Okay, I'll go 3-1 since
All right.
we're just.
Oh, God.
We'll go back and forth like
Nice, thanks, John.
this. Yeah, yeah. Number 3, I have Roman Krinikov, and then number 2, I have Jeff Adler, and number 1, I have Ricky Garard.
There you go. All right, women. Does anybody not have Tia?
You know what?
Scott Schweitzer doesn't.
Scott Schweitzer doesn't.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Does he not?
I could have swore he had Laura.
Oh my God.
I don't want to
Yeah,
put. I
but
don't
you've
wanna
gotten
put,
wrong
I
quoting
don't
him
want to put
before.
words in his mouth because he'll get all mad at me. But I could have swore he put Laura.
Misquote debacle.
He's just
right.
going for the clickbait, man. You
Who
gotta
we
get
got?
clicks.
Trav.
Yeah, I got Tia, Laura, Emma, Lawson.
Tia, Laura, Emma
Way to
Lawson.
stick your neck out there, Travis.
Sorry, I was still going backwards. I'm going to go top to bottom because it is confusing switching back and forth. I got Tia winning. Thank you, Phil. Phil from Jocko giving us tons of
Hey,
Jocko
these
Go.
were actually pretty darn good. I enjoyed mine.
No, they're-
mine's
they're
empty. I
solid.
drank it
Yeah.
fast.
I
yeah.
can't wait to have one cold.
Yeah, I know. I think
Barclay.
They're going to be
2
super
Jockos in
refreshing.
the freezer stat.
Yeah, what are you doing, Barkley? Do your job. Good grief.
Number 2, everybody's excited to hear, is Laura Horvat. And for number 3,
like the way you pronounced it, at least. Next to it.
Alexis Raptis.
Oh, wow.
Homer pick.
Homer.
I don't think it's just a homer pick anymore.
Hey, at least
No.
my Homer picks are
No, not
legit.
at all.
He trains at her gym sometimes, or he used to.
I used to. I'm retired. Thank you,
I-
Barkley.
I am going to go with Tia. I am not going to go with Laura in second.
Dun, dun,
Oh.
dun.
I'm going to go with Emma.
That's a bold
That's why you
pick.
were really trying to present the
And I-
case
and
earlier. She's gonna be a 5th man. No way she comes back.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say Alex is in third.
So you're
Ooh,
not-
I like that.
You're
Uh,
not worried about the video,
What video?
Her mental video.
the mental video. After John Young said she was a mental heavyweight.
Well, wait, you're gonna wait to this games. I think she's psyching everybody out. I think that's
Whoops.
just that is just a ploy
No,
to think that
I-
she has a chink in her armor and that she's gonna come out in this first event and freaking vagina slap Laura in the face.
Wow.
And then
Here's
be
a
like,
visual.
"Where you at, Laura?"
That's the most
Huh?
Taylor Self thing you've ever said.
John's evolving.
Evolving. Devolving. This is the continued devolve.
Maybe
devolution.
I think Emma's just faking us all out.
I like that theory.
There's zero chance. But it's gonna,
Sorry, I'm giggling too
there's
much.
gonna
God
be
dang.
yeah. Nobody
Can you
likes your
stop
laugh.
if I'm going to be here all weekend? Can you stop laughing?
Nobody likes your laugh.
Should we take these off? The red ones?
I have no idea.
Why would you ask that right now?
I'm sorry. I want to take it off. I don't like it on my wrist.
John has that weird tactile thing where he can't have stuff on his body.
I think
Autism.
I think Tia's gonna have such a huge lead. It's gonna be down to just fighting for second after the first day.
Yeah.
And I think Emma has enough that it'll just be like, hey, I'm just gonna go get second. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Laura, if she has a really bad first day, and Tia's so far ahead, I don't want to say she's gonna lose her fire, but maybe not
Yeah.
as much and be able to fight back enough.
She's had a vendetta against Sevon since the beginning. She's not someone who loses their fire.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, I like that thought process. I do. Do you have Laura fourth?
Never fourth.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know you had it on there.
I think the last time we saw these events in a CrossFit game stack up this hard against somebody like Laura, I think she went like 3 for 3 in the last day of first place. Like first. It was all great events. And so since we know what the first events are, we've seen this in years past where there's a person in the leader's jersey and then it's like the exact opposite and then they fade and somebody else comes up. And I think that's going to happen like this, but with Laura being the beneficiary at the end. So I'm still going to say Tia, Laura, and then I'll pick Emma Lawson to be my third.
Really
See,
sticking your neck out there, eh, Johnny?
I think the problem is if we see a handstand,
Yeah, and I'll
If we
change,
see
I'll
a
change my tune. The
handstand-
second we see a handstand push-up workout, that I think it's like a hard
She's in
handstand
fourth.
push-up
I
workout.
think we're going to see it.
Yes.
And it's going to be after the cut. I think we're going to see it on a Sunday.
And
she could easily take 0 points or 5 points, being 19th or 20th.
Yeah.
At that point.
if we see
it'd be
that, I
devastating.
absolutely will change my tune 100%.
On any handstand push-up workout? That's
If
what we're
the
saying now?
handstand push-ups are the crux of the workout, if it's not just 20 handstand push-ups and then something, 20 handstand push-ups.
But
What- what
against
if
the top 20 in the world,
What if
I
it's
think she's-
what if it's like a large volume of
If
them,
there's
but just
50
like
strict
what
handstand
just
push-ups in a
regular?
workout, then yes, I think she'll be near the bottom near the bottom. I know it's strict deficits that she cannot do, but it's not any handstand push-up workout. She's worse than everybody else. That's the fittest in the world.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So
It's still a weakness for her. She can still do them. She could probably beat us in them, but she can't beat the best women in the world in them.
She's been working on it when Austin's been working on his swimming.
Trish, this is wearing my finest white shirt. So these are the new spin shirts.
They're really cool.
They're here, the spin, and then on the back,
You
can
can
I
actually
stand up?
do this
Careful.
now.
Here,
Got the
here,
full
the bars
logo.
on the
Yeah.
back.
Where's the
Where's the
pillow
pillow?
at? Where's the pillow at? Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sitting on
it's-
it.
Oh, you
Actually,
made it like an
that-
egg
yeah,
looking
Special
thing.
edition.
So
You can only buy this for $800.
So there are. I do have a few shirts.
I know
for
it doesn't
people.
look like much. It took her a long time.
Oh, I bet it
That's
did.
nice.
It's bigger than
But,
all the
it's
other
awesome.
plushes.
It
right?
originally looked like a pie, and I was like, "Babe, this ain't gonna work." And then she had to like.
She's like, no, I
remake
got it.
More of a cheese wheel now.
So yeah, no, I have a few here. Not as many as the JY Barbell shirts in
Yes.
Vendor Village.
We have a whole bunch of JY barbell shirts. I know we're not. I know we can't see any of them right now, but they're here, and we will show them later on. We'll put them on the table so you
Oh,
can
yeah,
see
throw
them.
those.
And
Yeah.
and they are for sale.
Yeah, guys, if you're here, John brought way too many.
I brought 300 shirts.
And if he doesn't recoup some of the costs, I don't know if he even has gas money to get back to
If
his
I-
home.
if
So
I don't
please
just
come
equal our investment,
Yeah.
then I will be in trouble. I might not see my newborn girl being born. I might not see my baby girl.
by. You can
So
move in with me, man.
What do you got there, Tyler?
Wad Zombie cards, man. We got the Legend Scott Panchik cards here. We have them for sale. Stop by. Barclay's going to sell them to you unless somebody will sell these to you.
listen, we got a whole bunch of stuff for
Yeah.
sale. Everything you could possibly
We
want.
have limited
We have
edition.
spin shirts, JY barbell shirts, Barclays cards. Travis is going to be here.
A plushie for $800.
I'll do anything. I'd do anything for $5.
Like we're going to sell anything. If you want to support the team, we got stuff that you can buy.
If
Hey.
you, hey, at the end of this, if you want to buy a couch,
Yeah.
let us know.
If you want
It's
to buy
like the
couch-
rogue
Listen,
sales at the
we-
end. We have
we-
the spin sales.
We're gonna
Hey,
be standing. on-
Believe it or not, we built this whole thing today. I know it looks real fancy, but we built,
Travis and I
we built
only
the
put this.
table that you're looking at. We built these couches. Travis will take his couch apart and put it back together because he did it wrong.
Only one wrong build. That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
No, seriously,
uh,
I want to say something serious. I had this idea like a couple years ago. Like,
Why are we just now doing it?
watch Barstool Sports, like they do stuff like this. But seriously, password in my computer for a certain site, and I'm not going to give it to anybody because then they'll be able to get into
I think we
it.
know what he's
Yeah.
talking about.
P up. No, I'm just kidding. Has been CrossFit Games 2024. So in 1 year,
Okay, Chandler.
we took this channel from 30-ish viewers per,
Yeah, we were getting a couple hundred. Now we get 5,000.
and now we have a
Views.
booth at the games.
Yeah.
And the Heat One app didn't exist one
Lawn
year
chair
ago.
leader. Nobody knows about lawn chair leaderboarding.
Lawn chair leaderboarding.
But
that's
guys-
gone.
Guys, it was rough. It was rough. And like, you know how like somebody's like, hey, I've been working on this real hard. I want you to take a look at it. And then you look at it and you're like, you try to be nice, but you're like, you can't keep doing this. Like,
It was hard, man.
Yeah, that shit
like Shark
bricked my
Tank.
phone.
Like if you've ever seen Shark Tank, when they ask him how much money they've invested in this, and then like stop immediately, that's how lawn chair leaderboarding.
It was bad. But
And
then
then
Adam
Heat 1
came along.
back, and then Heat 1 came
Adam
out.
came along and fixed it all. But like this none of this existed a year ago, and it was all a dream. I did not think that writing the CrossFit Games 2024 as a password was ever gonna like. It was just a wish, and here we are. And it's all because like everybody says it's all because you, the fans, but it really is. Like we're here because you guys give us clout. So thank you.
Yeah, if y'all weren't watching, we would just
We'd just be freaking idiots on
we'd
the
just be
couch
another
talking to each other.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, I'll say because I'm a little bit of an outsider here. You're used to these three
An
guys.
outsider.
An outsider. Well, John hasn't done shit, but these two have put in these two have put in a ton of work, like a ton of prepreration. So support the channel.
I
support
built
them.
this whole table.
Support
What are you
them.
talking about? Barkley helped me. Barkley did half.
Support them in any way you can, honestly, because
Watch
they put
every
in a ton
show.
of work, and this whole setup's pretty sick, and we're gonna do some sweet content this weekend. So please, that would be awesome.
So we are back tomorrow morning before 7 a.m. TBD on exactly when we get in. 6:30, 6:45 is our goal.
Yep.
We will be doing the Spin Cast watch party for Event 1 Lake Day. And we'll be kicking off all that. So make sure you do that. Download Heat 1 right now.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah, share it with your friends. Create a league. Do whatever you can to go play that. You have 12 hours less. Less
Left.
than 11,
When does
11
when
hours.
does Vendor Village open for people?
I think it opens at 9 tomorrow.
To the
I think
people.
every day. But we're there right outside the beer garden, right outside Strong Coffee. So we'll
Can't-
have plenty of that.
Can't miss us. We're in the 10 by 10. You can't miss.
That's right. You can't
Can't
miss
miss
it.
this.
Guys, I won't lie. We are a little bit hidden.
It's a little
Um,
small.
We're behind this big old freaking bottle company and they got their 80-foot bottle. Yeah, can we show them the bottle company?
Sevon's going
Do
live.
not buy from
Can you
Blender Bottle.
Can you do this?
Yeah, blender bottle.
Yeah, blender bottle right next to us.
Yeah.
Also a proud sponsor of the Heat One.
But
app
we're
and
right
in
next
show.
to all the tables. Okay, I'm sure we'll be the loudest booth. Come
You're
see
here.
us.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Go watch Sevon. He's live right now.
I give it like an 8. It wasn't too long, and
Okay.
they got a lot of good conversation in there. They kind of went after each other, which is kind of cool.
I think the show's a 10.